Do you realize that fear and doubt are the biggest enemies that are standing in the way of your success and fulfillment? These two poisons, that are fear and doubt, are universal human experiences. But most of us are unconscious of this, and most of us do not understand how these poisons are holding us back from realizing our true potential. In today's important video, we will go deep into the teachings of the great Bhagavad Gita, and we will find a permanent antidote to this poison. All this in order to consciously create a life of absolute fulfillment and abundance. The Advaita channel is about consciousness and conscious creation. Here we explore Vedanta and various other spiritual teachings from ancient India to understand the nature of reality and to consciously create our lives. In part 1, we will go deeper into understanding fear and doubt for what they are. For most of us, fear and doubt are always causing negativity within our own mind and within our own lives. These are subtle tendencies that are there within our personality, which holds us back in many ways. But most of us do not recognize this. They are very subtle and they are subconscious. Fear says you are not good enough, and doubt says, what if you fail? This is what happened to me when I decided to start this YouTube channel. For almost 1 year after I uploaded my first video, I did not upload any other videos. And even after I started creating content, for most of the videos in the beginning, I did not show my face. There was something holding me back, and this is common to all of us. These negative emotions can manifest in a variety of ways. For example, fear and doubt prevents us from taking risks. It undermines our confidence. It causes anxiety, stress, etc. in life. And it also creates an imposter syndrome, making us believe that we should not try anything new in our life. So, it is very important for us to go to the root of this in order to make sense of what fear and doubt actually is and what is the source of them. If we inquire on this, we will come to a conclusion that fear and doubt stem from conditioning. They stem from ignorance of our true nature. And ultimately, it is said that all the fears come from the fear of death itself. Now, we fear death because we think we are this body-mind complex. We have identified ourselves with this body, which is causing this fear to exist. And this primary fear, which is the fear of death, is responsible for all other fears, which is holding us back from doing anything in our life. In part 2, let us come to the wisdom of Bhagavad Gita to understand how we can eliminate fear and doubt forever. Bhagavad Gita offers profound wisdom on this. In the beginning of the Kurukshetra war, Arjuna comes to Sri Krishna with fear and doubt in his mind. He was fearful to take action and he was doubtful with respect to whether what he is doing is the right thing. And by the end of the Upadesha and by the end of Krishna's mentorship, Arjuna emerges as the confident warrior who wins the war. And I believe Bhagavad Gita is essential for each and every one of us, no matter what our profession is, no matter what our career is. To live successfully, we need Vedanta and we need Gita. So with this, let us look at 3 important verses of Bhagavad Gita and let us understand how we can eliminate fear and doubt from our lives with these teachings. For all of this, we are referring to chapter 2 of Bhagavad Gita. The first verse is the 20th verse from the second chapter of Gita. The meaning of the verse is, for the soul, the Atman, is neither born nor it dies. He has not come into being, he does not come into being, and he will not come into being. He is unborn, eternal, ever existing, and primal. Krishna here is talking about the nature of Atman, nature of our innermost essence, which is the infinite consciousness. Krishna is saying here that in our essence, we are infinite. We are neither born nor will we die. And if we are truly infinite and if we do not die, then what should we fear? Why should we fear? This understanding itself will eliminate all fears. And this is the primary teaching of Advaita Vedanta also. Advaita Vedanta says the entire universe is an appearance in consciousness. All the duality is on the surface level and it is simply an illusion, it is Maya. There is one reality and that is consciousness, and that reality is who we are in our essence. And that reality was neither born nor will it die. Now, the second verse is the 47th verse of the second chapter. The meaning of this verse is, you have the right to perform your duties, but you are not entitled to the fruits of your actions. Leave the fruits of your actions to me and stay away from inaction. Krishna here is speaking about the essence of Karma Yoga. He is saying, surrender the outcomes of your action and do your duties in the best way you can. Just imagine the profundity of this teaching. Krishna is asking us to put all the burden of the outcomes on Him, on the infinite, and simply focus on the action joyfully. When we are burdened by the outcomes of our action and when we worry too much about the outcomes of our action, we suffer and we experience stress, anxiety, fear, and doubt. If we do not focus on the outcomes and instead focus on how best we can perform the task at hand, we become extremely efficient in achieving things. This is the essence of this verse. So here Krishna is talking about the importance of action, surrender, and detachment. We need to detach from the outcomes of our action, surrender the outcomes of the action to the infinite source, but yet act in the best way possible by doing all that we can in the situation. Now let's come to the third verse. This is the 48th verse of the second chapter, and the meaning of the verse is, perform your duty equipoised, abandoning all attachments to success or failure. Such equanimity is called yoga. Here Krishna is asking Arjuna to be balanced. We all have ups and downs in life, but how can we stay still while being detached from the ups and downs of life? This skill is yoga. Once we master this, we master fear and doubt. Krishna is asking Arjuna to detach from the ups and downs of life and from the outcomes of his action. And by doing this, we can live a life of absolute fulfillment. Now let us look at how we can apply all these teachings in our own life. To do this, let us look at a simple formula that we use in the Advaita conscious society. This is the SPPA formula. S is Sankalpa, P is Prapanna, another P is Prayatna, the last S is Siddhi. First S is Sankalpa. If we want to achieve some things in this world, if we want to have a purpose and if we want to contribute to this world, we must have a goal naturally. And this goal, the strong goal is Sankalpa. This is what I have decided to do in my life. The first step is this. The second step is Prapanna. Prapanna is absolute surrender. Once the goal is clear, absolutely surrender your goal to the infinite consciousness or God or whatever you want to call it. Absolute surrender is necessary in order to freely and joyfully proceed towards that goal. And the third step is Prayatna. Prayatna is efforts. We need to perform action. We need to work as much as we can towards our goals. Just because we have surrendered our goal, it doesn't mean we should sit in inaction. We must perform action. And the fourth P is Siddhi. This happens naturally. If we take care of the first three steps, the fourth step happens naturally. Now identify one area of your life where fear and doubt is holding you back and apply this formula and apply these teachings. Take one step today and just look at where it will take you.